Greetings, friends. This Sunday, we have a prophecy from Isaiah to a portion of northern Israel. And this portion involves the two tribes, Zebulun and Naphtali. I'm sure those are not words that roll easily off the tongue. Okay. And these two tribes are really quite insignificant when you look at the totality of Old Testament history. Now, what had happened is that the northern tribes sinned against God. And God brought the Assyrians down as a punishment and decimated all those northern tribes above Judah. Okay. And what the Assyrians did is that they exiled a lot of these Hebrews to different places in their empire, and they brought people from other districts that they had conquered and put them in northern Israel. And so Isaiah, this is one of the most amazing prophecies. Okay, not only is Zebulun and Naphtali around Galilee very insignificant. I mean, it's kind of like making a prophecy that something great's going to happen in some remote county in West Virginia. Okay. Again, I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings or anything like that, but you get the idea. I mean, nothing's ever happened there. And that was not a happening place. There's not even a city there that's of any consequence at all. They're just little towns and fishing villages. Anyways, the prophecy calls it Galilee of the Gentiles. Why? Because a lot of Gentiles had been uprooted from elsewhere and placed there by the Assyrians. And this prophecy is so amazing because we're talking about 700 years before Christ. And the prophet sees that there's going to be something great that's going to come out of this very insignificant place. 700 years. So, those who are in the deep darkness have seen a great light, right? And now, in our gospel, we see that Jesus began, and basically his whole ministry of his 3 years before he went to Jerusalem was all done in the Galilee region. The whole world changed in this one place. Now you tell me, what are the chances, right? This is the power of prophecy, the power of Isaiah's vision. Cool, really. Okay. So you got an insignificant place. And in the gospel, we see that God's pulling this off. Jesus is pulling this off with calling insignificant people fishermen on the lake. I mean, wow. He's going to change the world with fishermen. Insignificant people from an insignificant place. Now, I don't know about you, but that gives me a whole lot of hope. Because so many of us wrestle with our insignificance. I mean, I've been wrestling with that with all my life. But God likes to use insignificant people insignificant quotations, because everybody really is important and significant. But in the eyes of the world, we're reading in Corinthians now, in the next chapters. So Paul looks at all the people that are before him and said, "Look at you. There's nobody great among you. there's no brilliant person here, and yet you're here. You're here doing a great work, and that's what we are. Okay, God is working in us, great things, because the smaller we get in our own eyes, the more that God can use us in very significant ways and change the world around us. So, there you have it. That's what we're going to be talking about on Sunday. However, I might not see you on Sunday. Ugh. What you need to do is keep your eye on the website. Their information will be given as to the times of the masses, or if they are canceled for because of snow. Okay.